right, everybody. Just got back from IDFA 150 Montreal.
Oh, damn.
I'm over here at JP's studio.
What's up?
I'm going to do a little bit of a, what do you want to call it, a recap?
Recap?
Yeah, recap video, or just like talk about the highlights or anything.
Yep.
I didn't talk to JP at all about this show, because it was Father's Day and everything, so he wasn't with me for this show. So he's going to.
I'm coming in blind.
He's coming in blind.
I haven't heard any updates. I don't know how it went.
Yeah, so we're going to do this all. We're taping it. It's basically a live response.
Oh yeah,
but I'm recording it, so it's not live. That's it. But it's a spur of the moment response. So JP just going to ask me some questions.
Yep.
I'm going to give him some answers.
And these are going to be legit questions because I don't know anything right now.
And I didn't want to like pre-prepare you or whatever, prepare you for this. No. And I don't want to be prepared, so he's just going to ask you whatever he asks me. I'm going to answer.
Let's see what's up
about the show.
There you go. All right, all right. Let's see what's up. So let's first things first, man. How the hell did it go?
Good point. That went really good. The energy in the room, like you were in the last Montreal show in October.
Yep.
The energy was fantastic. I think I got the crowd more riled up than ever, but I'll tell you more about how I did that.
Okay. All right.
You don't even know about that. Like I don't know anything. They don't know anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead.
So then we have to go there. What the hell happened with the crowd?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I riled them up because I brought in this new award. Okay, I didn't even tell you this. It's really cool. Okay. It's called Big Energy Award. Okay, it sounds kind of cheesy, right? At first, because someone brought it up to me and said, "Oh, you should try this out." Yeah. And at first I thought, this sounds kind of cheesy. Yeah. And I thought, you know what, there's always, at these shows, there's always that one person or a couple people that are always louder than everyone else. Yep. So I just said to everyone in the crowd, like, this will be our first time ever. Yep. Been doing this since 2000. Actually, the cable's popping out. I feel something tickling my arm. Pull that down. There we go. That's it. So I've been doing this, the IDFA's been around since 2005. Never done an award for the audience. Yeah. So this is basically an award for the audience. Okay. It's called Big Energy Award. Basically, whoever the loudest, biggest supporter in the audience is. Yeah. And however I figured that out is however I figured it out. Yeah. Usually it'll stand out. You don't even have to even figure it out. You just know who that one person is. Yeah. Okay, but this time there's a few more. Yeah. So so I put that out there. But as soon as I said, hey, we got a Big Energy Award, we're giving it out, the place just erupted. It went nuts. So what I started doing throughout the show is like, Big Energy Award. I just throw it up every once in a while, and then the crowd, the elevation would just go higher every time. But I can only do a certain amount of time. Like after a little while, it kind of didn't make it matter. That's it. Because the crowd in Montreal is always loud, anyways. Yeah. So anyways, so I gave that award out. So after intermission, because I was keeping an eye on everybody. So every once in a while, I say, "I see you over there, Big Energy Award." There you go. And then they would start getting louder. So people were actually competing with loudness. Oh yeah. But not because usually people like at these shows, right? They get really ramped up for the people they're here to see. Yeah. This girl in the front, right? She's in the front cheering for everyone, and you knew she was here to see someone. But by the way she was cheering for everyone, like clapping, cheering for every single athlete, I couldn't tell you who she was here to see. Nice. Then I asked her, and she was like, here to see someone. Yeah. It's like, I would never known who she was here to see because she was cheering every single person. So she won the Big Energy Award. It's like literally a trophy. You know those silver cups? Yeah. Probably they're over $50 for me to buy, but if you go to buy it off the street, $75, right? It's a solid, heavy award. Yeah. That's cool. I brought her up on stage. We got a picture. I'll put that up here somewhere. Nice. Whenever I get the picture. There you go. There you go. So I put the word out to my the athletes that competed and some of the people I knew that were there at the show to send me pictures and video from the show. Nice. So for this recap video that we're doing here right now, I'm going to start subbing in these pictures. Some stuff. I feel bad that I don't remember her name because it was something a little bit different. I guess I could picture her face right now. I even took a picture with her, and we're holding the trophy. So I'll get that. I'm going to get that. I'll probably be able to snag it off Facebook or something, right? Yeah. We'll post shit, right? Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, we came in this unprepared, so I don't even like to write names down or anything. No idea. Because I want to literally give you like my feelings. That's it. Yeah. Like I didn't know I was going to talk about the Big Energy Award to this extent. I've already been talking 4 or 5 minutes on it. IDFA Montreal debrief. That's it. Yeah. So it's IDFA Montreal Big Energy Award. That's it. There you go. So and she's the first person ever. And anytime we get like a good crowd and I feel the energy in the room, that award's going out. It's going to be a new thing. That's cool. Just like Transformation Challenge. Yeah. People always like IDFA. If you didn't know, first person ever to do this, but now you look, all the organizations are doing this. So people are going to think I'm nuts. Because I'm kind of a trailblazer, even though I don't get respect for it in certain areas. Because I'm even the person who did the one the one show in one thing, like the judging and awards all in one show.
Yeah.
I'm the first ever to do that, and I'm not even making that shit up.
That's
I
it.
did it, and then now you're seeing other people do it.
Yeah.
All right. But anyways, so go for it.
That's wild. Okay, that's great.
Throw me some more shit.
So audience was loud.
Yeah.
Audience was bigger too?
A slight bit bigger, than last time. So I think based on the amount of athletes to the audience ratio, fantastic.
Nice.
And you saw the audience and the reaction. You were there, and you even thought, well, this crowd's pretty hyped, and they're really into it. This one's better.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
So it was really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Montreal always comes through, man.
Yeah, Montreal is my saving grace. I'm going to tell you that, because after COVID and all that stuff, I was feeling pretty down about shows and live shows and all that stuff. And then when I actually made that post about coming back to Montreal, that's when the fuel just started being lit the fire again, right?
Montreal's a whole vibe, man.
Yeah. And
tell me about the energy backstage.
Backstage? I wasn't backstage too much, to be honest with you, because at this theater, the backstage, actually, you go to the backstage, right, and then you got to go down the stairs and all the way down to the change rooms. I wasn't down there.
Yeah.
But I had a bunch of my volunteers down there, and they were everyone was like in groups and chatting and everything like that. And right behind me, where I'm at the podium, that area was like everyone's hanging out there like before.
Yeah.
So the backstage energy was great. I know a few competitors off Facebook and Instagram, they were even saying, because they've done other shows, that the energy, like you know this too. The energy is just different.
Yeah.
Because they're not used to this camaraderie backstage. They're used to shows where it's like everyone's against everyone. They're like everyone's talking and laughing.
Snooty.
People are talking, laughing, joking. Congratulating people, adding each other on Instagram. That's what happens at the IDFA shows. That's the kind of vibe was happening. Because I know, because every once in a while I talk to a few of the athletes. Or they'll mention it to me. I don't have to ask them. They mention it to me because they're like, this is different, man. They're like, I'm happy I came here. Some people are trying it for the first time, maybe on an IDFA show.
Yeah, that's true.
And the crazy part is these people who do the IDFA for the first show for the first time ever, and it's an IDFA show, and then they do another show. They're like, oh, this is different.
Because it sets the bar, right? Like if you don't know any different, then
you think this is what
this is just what it is.
Yeah, everyone's fun and nice to you and everything. Everyone and I keep the energy's always up too, because think about this show, they have judging, and that's boring. Judging, our show starts like it's like a night show or whatever you want to call it, the traditional thing. From the start. We treat the judging rounds like that's exciting. It's a show. It's not like all quiet and boring. It's a show. So the judging rounds are a show. Then we get the I got music cranking. I'm talking on the mic. Like no one usually has a host.
It's gonna be a party, man. Right.
Because usually people make the party the night show. And then the judging is boring. The whole show from start to finish is pretty exciting, right? It's a different vibe.
It's a whole
nothing to compare to.
It's a whole showcase. It's a whole event.
You got to do it.
You got to do it.
You haven't done it.
It's for the people, baby.
IDFA, let's go.
That's it. There you go, right?
What do you got for me?
Let's see. Where should we go next?
I don't know, competitors or whatever. Show, whatever.
Competitors, highlights. That's.
Well, the transformation is always exciting.
Transformation is always exciting.
Yeah, because the people love the transformation. So if you're out there and you've got a story to share or whatever, give the transformation challenge a try. Or trainers out there, if you're training people who've made lifestyle changes or whatever, or body changes or whatever, or maybe they've never even thought about competing, right? Transformation challenge is right up their alley.
Sometimes it's even just people like overcoming like tremendous amount of adversity. Right? Like, like it's not always necessarily a physical change per se. Right. You know what I mean? Like where you're seeing like this like before and after picture.
That's what people always think, oh my God. And they think you're going to look like 300 pounds to a pro bodybuilder. They think that's the transformation. That's not the transformation challenge. At the IDFA, this is real people. Like, certainly there will be some that come in shredded and stuff. But I more marketed towards real people. It's a real people, real journey, real inspiration.
A lot of times the transformations I found, even if there is a physical transformation that goes along with it, but a lot of the transformations, the stories that we come across.
Oh, it's the stories.
It's like there's a lot of internal transforming that occurs, right? So it's like, when you see the write-up that somebody's like, when they're initially writing like what they felt at the time, and then you see the person that actually comes out on stage.
And it's always a reveal type. We do like a reveal type, sort of like how the Biggest Loser. We had the picture up on the screen. Read the story, so the crowd gets invested, and that person comes out as the after, and the crowd just erupts every time. Every time. Every athlete, every time.
And I think the most transparent thing that I end up seeing is just like the the shift in mindset.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like it's like, although, like, you know, like, let's say, like, you know, if we use Shaun as an example, right? Shaun today versus Shaun yesterday or whatever, right? But if there's been a tremendous shift in mindset, let's say, or whatever, right? Like, all of a sudden, it's just like, even though physically, like, they might still look the same, right? But it's just like, you almost don't even recognize the person just based on that mindset alone.
Or some people say they look like whatever. You see them in the street, they look fantastic. Oh my God, this person has no troubles.
Yeah.
And you hear their story, like, whoa.
You've been through
went
what?
Through this. Like,
Yeah.
whatever, chemo, lost parents, like all kinds of crazy stuff, car accident. You hear all kinds of crazy stuff.
And you still were able to achieve, you know, like persevere, like, you know, like all the way through everything, right? So
Like, well, this show that just came up, someone was fighting through osteoporosis or osteoarthritis. I don't know, maybe you know more about it. You know more about the body stuff than me.
Yeah,
so
right.
osteoarthritis, so basically in pain every day while training to get ready for the show.
Yeah.
And doing a show for her very first time, she's 51 years old. She literally transformed her mindset, body, all that.
Yeah.
And got on stage for the very first time in her life at 51, right?
Yeah.
And she also wanted to be a role model to people around her and to her kids, right? Because she always tells them nothing can stop you, but yet she's letting things stop her, right?
Like,
she says, so I couldn't quit. I was almost going to quit. I said, I can't quit because I already told my kids, like, don't let anything stop you. Yet I'm going to let something stop me. My insecurity or whatever it is stop me. But I'm telling you, don't let anything stop you.
No, exactly.
I'm going to let something stop me. And then she basically gave herself a smack in the face. Let's go.
Let's go, right? Life is always going to give us like tons of things, tons of reasons to stop, right? Like tons of reasons to quit. And it's on us, no matter what, right? Like, you know, like it's difficult sometimes to have the accountability to understand that it's on us to make that decision, to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to push through and I'm going to do it anyways.
There you go. And the winner of the transformation, I'm going to throw in certain names here once in a while that I remember. And if I'm not quite certain on a name, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to be wrong, right? But I'll throw up their name on the screen, right? But his name is Rafi. So he won the transformation challenge. And I guess his little synopsis of the story is he got into strongman, all that kind of stuff, gained some weight. Then I guess during COVID, he got really No, he got injured doing strongman competing or training a strongman. And then he's obviously put on some weight, quit training, all that kind of stuff. Then COVID made things even worse because he started actually working from home, and then he put on a lot of weight. So he showed his before picture, he got pretty big. And then he came in actually pretty shredded for this show.
Oh yeah.
So he did great. So Rafi was the winner on that.
Yeah. I think for most of us, like that, you know, having that proximity to the fridge, being home for so long, right? It's just like, it's not a good combination.
Yes, everyone deals with depression or demotivation differently, right?
Big emotional eater right here.
Well, there you go. Right.
Yeah.
So, some people are emotional not eaters, so they actually get skinny. Right? People are like, hey, you're going fine. What's wrong with you? You're looking skinny. Yeah, the person could be stressed out. And depressed. Because we always think, if someone's stressed out and depressed, they're going to gain weight. No, some people do the other way around.
Yeah. I know a lot of people like that too. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so that's the transformation.
Yeah. Wow, okay, that's good.
What other highlights? Another highlight for me was the Masters, because I'm Masters 50 bodybuilder myself, right? The Masters 50 bodybuilders, they walked out on stage, there's 3 guys, right?
Yeah.
It was like, you guys aren't 50.
Oh, wow, okay.
To the audience, these guys, when they walked out, like, come on. Like,
let's see some ID, buddy, let's see.
So these 3 guys walk out, I was like, what?
Wow.
All 3 of them look fantastic, but the judges have to decide who wins, right? So, but anyways, like, when the 3 guys came out, I was like, whoa. This is like a moment for the audience. And the audience, I could see a few people shaking their heads and stuff. So I said, who out there is 50 in the audience? And people were clapping. And I said, let's bring out the men's 50 and over bodybuilders. And people were like, whoa.
Oh, damn.
So that was kind of a fun highlight.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, that's it, right? Like, you know, we can't be sitting around and just kind of like being so passive about, you know, getting older, right? And just being like, you know, like blaming our age for why we
guys,
feel
they don't talk like that.
No.
And plus, another thing that's different with guys that are older, like maybe us. We just, this is a nice moment in the show. See, this is why we're talking, right?
That's it.
A nice moment in the show was that these guys were taking in the moment. You know, when you're young, you don't take in the moment. You just want to win or whatever.
Savor it, experience it.
These guys were on stage, like waving to their kids in the audience. It was Father's Day, for freak's sake. They're waving to friends or family in the audience. One guy blew a kiss to I don't know who it was. Maybe it was his kids or his wife or whatever. He blew a kiss to someone in the audience. Like, he's actually living in the moment.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I got goosebumps right now. Like seriously.
That's
they
cool.
trained hard and everything, but they also were in the moment.
Yeah.
And these guys were smiling backstage, having fun.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
It goes quick.
We just need to do that at all ages, because that's why some people come back at, like, say, our age to compete, because they're like, oh, when I was in my 20s, when I competed, I didn't enjoy it.
It's a blur.
It's a blur. So even the athletes do that.
Yeah.
They come back and do a sport, like in boxing. These guys are coming out of retirement in boxing. They're saying, I want to, like Chael Sonnen, for example. He went and boxed
Anderson Silva?
Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
He even said, I wanted to come back and live the moment, because all these other fights, I didn't live the moment. I came to fight.
Yeah.
That's all I did. I didn't like take in like the build up. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I sold a show. He looked like he's enjoying the microphone talk.
Yeah.
But he didn't enjoy it, because this time he ran, so I got to bring my son out.
Yeah.
I got to acknowledge him. I got him on the camera.
Yeah.
Like same with, like, for yourself, for example. Like,
It's different,
if you
right?
get to do something differently, you'd be able to include your family, whereas you didn't in the past, because you just weren't living in the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so these guys lived in. That was a nice moment where these guys lived in the moment, right?
Yeah.
So, because I even made something on the mic, like, say, that's called living in the moment.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
I love this.
That's cool.
Because I get on the mic and say a lot of crazy shit. It's my show. I can do that. You can't stop me. I got the microphone. You can't stop me.
Call security.
This guy's crazy.
That's it.
I think some of my jokes are funny. Some, just like anyone.
Dad jokes.
Yeah. Just like a performer. Some of my stuff was hitting good.
There you go.
Good crowd response. But once I'd say something, you're getting silent. Like, okay, we're just not gonna go there no more.
We'll just move along. We'll edit that part out.
So
That's it.
more highlights.
Excellent. Let's go. More highlights. Yeah.
Well, the open bodybuilding was exciting, and open classic physique, which is kind of bodybuilding, similar bodybuilding, right? They were exciting. They were very close, right? Like there's a couple athletes that are very exceptional in both those categories. Oh yeah. And so that was fun, like to watch that. Like this, it's one of those things. Just like with all these shows, it's just tough to see someone ask a second. Yeah. You know, when it's like almost you're looking at like.
Yeah.
Any one of those two guys.
Yeah. Flip a coin.
Whatever. Even the other categories as well. Anyone could win the show. Yeah. But someone has to. Yeah. It might be a slight advantage, but that's where the judges come in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where the judges have all the stress, because it's tough to judge a show. I even made that comment during the thing. It's tough. You don't realize how tough it is to judge a show until you actually sit in the judging panel. So I've done it a few times in the past.
Especially when it's tight.
Yeah, and because you also know your opinion is really crucial here. So you're dissecting this physique all of a sudden. You're not just saying, oh, that's my buddy, he wins, good job. Yeah. You're like dissecting it. Okay, who really deserves to win? Yeah. Because I don't care anything about whether my buddy or not. Who deserves to win here?
Yeah. And sometimes too, right? Like, you know, like the conditioning might be better, but then it's like this one displays it better.
That happens all the time,
right? You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, when people see stills, sometimes it's just like, you know, oh, look at this, you know,
or the classic one for what people to say, oh, I got robbed, whatever. They'll show them in their best pose beside the other guy doing the same pose, but he's not doing it properly or something, or he's in a wrong position.
Like an in-between transition.
Or you're just showing your best shots. You're like, oh yeah, I got a great side chest. I'll put me beside him, do a side chest. Look at me.
I'm taking my best picture.
But every other pose, he beat you.
Right.
Like when you turn around the back, you didn't pose your lats properly. Yeah. But you're always showing the ones that made you look better, or it's a different, or the angle. You out-angled them. You look better. Yeah. Like people will do that all the time and say, "Oh my God!" Yeah. But were you there live? You have to be there live to really understand.
It looks very different live, for sure.
Yeah. And without bias, and without like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously people just
it's hard.
Just like Instagram and all that, we put our best foot forward. So you're gonna put your best pictures out and say, "Oh my God, look at me!
Look at me!" Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You didn't even show me your legs.
Yeah.
Why did you edit out your legs?
Well, those don't matter, Shaun. We'll forget about those, right?
Yeah, and then in open bikini, open bikini was extremely competitive, right? Oh, yeah. So when I brought the top 5 out, it was like I think there was 9 girls in the open bikini. It was all very competitive. We did, I bring the top 5 out after we showed all the 9, then we bring the top 5 out for the awards. When you see the top 5 all line up, you're like, okay.
Yeah, how do you pick?
See you pick 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of these. Good luck. Because the top 3 were like, any one of them could have been first, right? Wow. So it was really good. But the girl won was fantastic. I think her name, I'm going to throw her name out because I do remember some names. Trisha. Okay. And she won the open bikini. Yeah. She looked really good. And there's a girl that won in fitness model and figure, looked fantastic as well. Her name was Andreen. Okay. Or Andrienne. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
And then who won open bodybuilding? Claude, a guy named Claude. Actually, the 50 and over guy won open bodybuilding.
Oh, wow.
I guess the guy who got second might have been, his name was James, and he looked fantastic too. And he was like, the guy looked like he was in his 20s, and it turns out he was 34. So I was like,
oh wow.
So I thought he was one of these guys, like, shit, man, you look great for your age. Like, I thought he was like a kid.
Yeah.
His face is so young.
Wow.
And the guy was 34. He's like, yeah, people always think I'm in my 20s.
Like, yeah, I'm a man, dude. Like,
what? You're 34?
Grown man.
But that was tight. Like, I could have
That's
went either
cool.
way.
Yeah. But
the 50 and over guy won it. And then in classic physique, there's a guy named Saeed.
Okay.
Who won, and James was in that one as well, and that was close.
Tight.
James got second again. It was tough, right? It was tough to see because to see really good competitors get a second when it could have went either way. Yeah. But the first was fully deserved as well, but it could have went either way. Both those classes.
Wow.
Open physique. Here's a story for you. I don't want to take away from JP's workout time. JP's watching the client saying, you know my workout. I got a fucking workout to do. I got a client. JP's got a client in an hour or something. Let's go. What are you working out today anyways?
Chest and back, baby.
Okay.
That's it.
So so the guy who won open physique is Daniel Hebert. The reason why I know the whole name is because he registered. This is where the story gets fun. Yeah. He registered last minute. He registered at 5 a.m.
Oh damn!
On Sunday. Okay. Because I threw him a message on Instagram just randomly saying, because as I saw he was close by, he did because Ottawa had a show actually the day before for another organization.
Yeah.
So I said you should just because he's
ready anyways.
Poster. I said you should just come do the show. Yeah. And he's like, you know what? I was actually thinking about it. Yeah. I'm saying just do it, man. This is experience for you.
There you go.
But it turns out he's actually. This is gonna sound weird. He's a bit of a fan of my social media. Okay. Because we put stuff on social media, we think no one's looking at this shit. Or
Yeah.
This,
Is it even resonating with anybody?
And this is what resonated with him.
Yeah.
Remember, you probably don't remember it either because it's so random. I put out so many little posts about little motivational things I say. I said, don't quit. I basically said, don't quit on yourself. No matter what you do, just don't give up on yourself, okay? Yeah. The worst thing ever, just don't give up on yourself. The worst thing is giving up on yourself. He says, I saw that. One day I was having a really tough day, and he said, I saw that, and he fucking took it up a level. Wow. He said, this sounds cheesy, I got goosebumps. I even got goosebumps when he was telling me this, because it feels so weird, so I tell you something, they're like, what do I say to this? Yeah. Thank you. That's cool. You feel weird getting like a compliment, or not a fan, not good fan, just like something.
Yeah, you made a difference in someone's life. Yeah.
And that's what we all want to do, right? So he said, well, he just said, he said he felt like I was saying it directly to him. He felt like I pointed the camera at him. Oh, yeah. And talked to him. He said, so when you asked me to do the show, he says, I had to do the show because you motivated me that one day by pointing directly at me. And now there's a reason why you're directly calling me out to do the show. Yeah. He felt like it was all a purpose.
This has to be something,
And he came and he won his Masters 40 and over men's physique, and then he won the open physique and got an IDFA pro card. Oh, damn. And he just sent me a message today saying it was a great experience being at the show and all that kind of stuff. Nice. There's just moments like that.
That's cool.
This is why I do this shit.
Yeah. That's cool.
I need more moments like this shit.
That's a good experience.
Yeah, so it kind of makes you feel like, you do it as well. We just post stuff on social media. We don't even know if anyone's reading it. Yeah. We just keep posting it.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like it's not the real world. You're in social media world. Yeah. You're sitting behind a computer typing things. Yeah. Or you're talking to a camera to nobody.
Exactly,
There's actually people out there.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's nice to do these live events like IDFA Montreal, and there's people there. And I saw Coach I haven't seen in a long time.
And then it feels like you're talking to them, right?
Yeah. So it just feels more impactful, right? Yeah. And then the master categories were fantastic. We had masters over 50 and masters over 40. But I'm gonna do a full result, like more of a results coverage video where I talk about all the classes. Yeah. But for now, I just wanted to do like a recap, kind of like with you, since you weren't there. Then so it made it more.
That's cool.
Because right now, I'm pulling out things that I wouldn't even thought about talking about.
Oh yeah, right.
Do you have anything else that I should just jump on? You got 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes, JP.
Which one would have been the biggest category?
Open bikini.
Yeah.
Open bikini had 9 people in it. Nice. 9 ladies. That was our biggest category. Second biggest would have been, novice bikini. No, second biggest. I liked even bodybuilding. Bodybuilding was good. Like open bodybuilding might have 4 or 5 guys. Like every category had about 4 or 5 people, right? So which is very competitive and fun.
That's cool.
And everyone walks home with some hardware, and it was really good. And the volunteers were great. We had great volunteers. I had a couple that brought their young daughter to help out, and the young girl helped us with the backstage. And she was really good at keeping the backstage, and her mom and dad helped me in the front of the show with the IDFA booth and all that kind of stuff. Alexandra Talbot, or she used to be called Alex, figure pro. She came and did the universe in one figure.
Okay. The name sounds
really tall. Really tall.
Okay. Yeah.
And she's got the story about the. Well, she's just got a really good story.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So she's got a great story about. Addiction story.
Okay.
Great story about addiction.
Yeah.
Alexandra Talbot, if you want to find her on Instagram, whatever. She helped out a lot with the awards, and she also helped out with the ticket sales and all kind of stuff.
Nice.
So that was fantastic.
That's cool.
Yeah, so all in all, it was a great show, great experience. The crowd,
sounds like it, yeah.
And the athletes, it was all a good time.
Sounds like a blast. Give me FOMO.
Sounds like, you should have done the interview like that. You know, the people that sound disinterested, they ask you a question, it's kind of funny to watch.
Like, yeah, whatever.
You're like, yeah. Exactly.
And what else happened? Tell me about it.
And there's someone that does that. I can't remember her name. But it's so funny. She did with Drake, and that's when she got famous.
Oh yeah.
She did some kind of interview where she acted like she was not even interested in Drake at all. And you know, Drake's a huge celebrity.
Yeah.
And she was doing the interview with him, and just so have you heard my music? No.
Why are you?
I don't know. Are you a singer?
How do you pronounce that?
It's just so funny. She did it so good that you swear she doesn't know who he is. But you know she knows who he is.
So how do you pronounce that?
And he was laughing his ass off, because he's so used to everyone kissing his ass. Right?
Yeah.
And then he put her into interviews with all kinds of other celebrities like him, because they said, I saw Drake's thing.
Hey, you got to do this.
I wonder it. Now she's like blowing up, right?
Oh wow, that's cool.
It's really fun. I think her name's Bobby. I'm not positive.
Oh yeah, right.
So yeah, I think her name's Bobby. That's funny. Yeah. So the Montreal IDFA 150 Montreal. It was 150th IDFA show. It went up really well.
It's a lot of shows.
Yeah, we're going to be back in Montreal, the very same venue, on October 5th. Okay, that'll be IDFA 150 Montreal.
I'll have to make that trip.
Just like the trajectory is going.
Yeah.
That word. How that word go? Trajectory.
Trajectory. Yeah.
How that's
Easy
going.
for you to say.
This show should be even bigger.
That's it.
Go to idfa.ca, find a show near you, come do the show. Like I said, especially if you're a new competitor or a veteran, whatever, but especially new competitors love it, right?
Yeah.
It's a great way to get your feet wet in the natural bodybuilding world.
Yeah.
Come out to the show.
It sets the tone.
It's a good time.
That's it.
Yeah, I just want to thank all the athletes for competing in the show. Thank you for the audience and the cheering and the craziness. It was a great time.
That's cool.
All right.
Let's do it.
We're going to get our workout in.
Let's go.